Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, going to break down specifically how you can grow your online service-based business to at least 30 to 50k per month. Okay, so really excited to get into this one with you. So the obvious place that we need to start in order to scale your business is to making sure that you have a scalable business. Okay, and that's going to start with your offers and the way that your offers are delivered. So the first thing is to make sure that you've got two offers. Okay, so you're going to have a high ticket and you're going to have a low ticket. Now the low ticket needs to be as passive or semi as passive as possible for you to deliver that service. Okay, you can't be showing up for hours on end delivering a low ticket service. Okay, so you want to have a low ticket course or a low ticket membership, and we can sell that through automations and live checkouts, and it doesn't require you to jump on a call and sell the service, and maybe it takes you about 2 hours maximum a week to fulfill on that service. Then you're going to have a high ticket service. Now with your high ticket service, what I would recommend is to have a hybrid offer. Okay, so yes, it can include some one-on-one, but it's mainly going to be a group program, and it can also have some curriculum like a learning dashboard or a video library. Okay, so starting off, you want to make sure that you've got a high ticket service that's a minimum 5k, but preferably 7.5 to 15. Okay, and again, depends on your niche, depends on who your target market is, depends on the duration of the program. But if you can have something 7.5 to kind of 15k as a price point, then you're golden. Okay, because you're really putting yourself in a good solid situation and a good position where you can start hitting those 30 to 50k months even just through that service. Now the low ticket service, it can be whatever, but like typically a membership is like kind of 49 to like 99 a month. That's pretty average. And then if you've got a course, keep it like 300 to kind of 500, maybe up to 999, something like that. Okay, this is the important thing. Okay, low enough that you do not have to jump on a call to sell the service. Okay, you want to have a live checkout and it wants to be automated and completely hands off for you. Okay, so that's the starting point. If you want to make 30 to 50k months, you got to have the right offers, scalable offers, and I really recommend you having those two type of offers that incorporate what I've just said there. So you've got the right price points, the right delivery for that service and fulfillment on that service, so it's scalable, because you don't want to be capped out on your time, because if you want to scale, you don't want to be the limitation that's stopping you from scale. Okay, the second part of scaling a business to 30 to 50k per month is having a solid organic game. Okay, so it's having the ability to produce content and to grab people's attention. Okay, because even if you run ads, okay, and you're going out to a cold audience and bring them in there, your organic content and your organic messaging is going to play a significant part in the conversion. Okay, so you want to make sure you've got a solid organic game. That means you've got good content, good messaging, and you've got the ability to build relationships with people in the DMs. Okay, because people do crave that personal connection, and that's not going to go anywhere. If anything, that's going to become more and more relevant, because with all of the AI and the bots and all of this shit, people are going to want to know, am I speaking to the person or not? So by using a bit of humor, by making it personal, by bringing some stuff in, letting them know that there's a real person on the other side of it and they're actually speaking to the right person, that's super fucking important. Okay, so organic game got to be nailed down. That simply means having good content, good messaging, good frameworks, the ability to connect with people, build relationships, build trust, get them onto a call, sell the service. But you want to be able to turn things up a notch and significantly scale, then you want to start hitting one to many on your lead generation. Okay, so you don't want to be sitting around and waiting for the algorithm to feed people into your world. Fuck that. Sitting and waiting is not an effective strategy. So what you want to do is start running some low cost ads. Okay, just start having low cost ads offering a very desirable lead magnet, some type of offer to your exact audience, and then it's just going out in front of them 24/7, 365. Okay, regardless if you're on vacation, if you're going out for a meal, if you're spending time with a family, if you're sleeping, your lead generation needs to be working 24/7. Okay, it's super important. And if you're not operating your business in that way at the moment, then understand that you are making your life a damn sight harder than what it needs to be. Okay, so if you can get your lead generation going 24/7, and you can spend anywhere from like $1,000 to $2,000 a month, it doesn't have to be high ticket. Okay, it doesn't have to be a massive expense just to get qualified, quality people coming into your world. But once they do come in, you want to make sure you've got the right messaging, the right qualifying criteria. Okay, because you are taking a cold audience and we need to warm them up. So you can't just expect it to be a hands-off process. Okay, I wish it was, but it's not. Okay, so if you can have the right frameworks in place, okay, Okay, so that's basically, you being able to reach out, connect with them, get a better understanding of them, some digital assets that get sent to them so they can start to be nurtured, and more rapport being built with them, more trust being built with you and your product and your service, and the results it gets with people. So there are all of these little digital assets that we can place in front of them. But whilst that is happening through automation, you want to be making sure that the relationship is being solidified through a personal connection being made with them. Okay, and if you've got that, then it makes it super easy for you to book qualified high ticket sale calls every single week, and you can easily get 8 to 10 pre-qualified, pre-sold calls being booked into your calendar every single week. Okay, this is for your high ticket service. Now for your lower ticket service, what we've got is the digital assets doing all of the work for you. So this is where we've got copywriting, pre-recorded videos, all on the different landing pages where it takes them through their buyer's journey, and ultimately it takes them to a live checkout where they can buy the course or buy into the membership. Okay, and a really a little hack here that will help you with this: if you can add like a 7-day free trial to your membership or to your course, which gives them a try before you buy and removes the risk for them, that will increase your conversions, okay, on that. Because people will be like, okay, well look, I can get a 7-day free trial, let me go into it, take a look, and then I can make an ultimate decision after that. Okay, so that's what we can do, so you can start getting those passive automated sales. Now if you've got a $200 service and you've got the right lead flow, there is absolutely no reason why you can't get a conversion a day or even 2 conversions a day. Okay, because it's low ticket, it's going out to the right audience, the right information is being put in front of them, it's pre-selling them, it's nurturing them, it's giving them all of the necessary information for them to make a buying decision, and then we remove risk by giving them a satisfaction guarantee and a 7-day free trial, and they're in. Okay, so even if you're just doing that, it's $200 a day, for example, on your course, okay, and you're just getting those sales every single day. So if you were able to get just one $200 sale every single day, you'd be making $5,400 per month in relatively passive income, because you're not really delivering the service that much, you're not really putting too much into it, you're just doing the usual social media content and building your brand and your omnipresence, but then you're letting the ad and the funnel do a lot of the heavy lifting and get the conversion and getting people into your world as a paying client. And then if you just keep doing that month on month, that's going to start building. Now if you can get 2 people in a day, now you're at 10 grand a month. You can get 4 people to purchase that a day, now you're at 20 grand a month. Okay, and at some point you will see, when I put this much money in, I get this much money back. You will work out your cost per acquisition, and once you've worked that out, then you've got a predictable cash flowing machine, okay, a wealth creation machine that can just go. But when it comes to your higher ticket service, now people don't buy through automation, okay? When they're making higher ticket investments, they need to spend more time with you. There needs to be more information, there needs to be a stronger connection there, and as much as I would love to be able to make automated sales for higher ticket stuff, it just doesn't work out that way. Okay, so for that, what we want to do is have a core booking ad, and then also having all of your social media content driving people towards a call as well, and booking a call for the higher ticket service. So your goal in terms of your time investment, where you're doing your active income, is to get as many high ticket sales opportunities created for yourself as possible. Okay, now if you've got and I'll just go for like a $5,000 service here, okay, but if you've got the right funnel, the right messaging going in front of the right people, you will book calls, okay? Because it's not an if your message lands in front of them. When you're running low cost ads, you've got a guaranteed amount of people that you're going to add is going to be placed in front of. Now, as long as it grabs their attention, as long as it offers something of value to them, a percentage of them are going to click through. And then out of the people that click through, we use the assets and everything else in place again to pre-sell, to nurture, to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But these are the people that you want to reach out to. These are the people that you want to personally interact with, okay? Because these are the people that are going to be paying you the most amount of money. So if you can spend your time speaking just to a handful of qualified prospects every single week, and let's just say you get 1 sale a week, okay? Even if it was just 1 sale a week at 5k, there's your 20k month, okay, on a 5,000 service. If you've got a 7.5, do the math. You've got a 10k service, you can do the math, okay? It's very, very easy to get the right lead flow with qualified people coming in and being able to book, even if it was just booking you 5 calls a week and you've got a really shit close rate and you're only closing 1 of them and it's 1 sale a week, okay? That's still minimum 20 grand. Then you've got the 5k being done for your 1 sale a day of your $200 program, okay? But then you can start to see how, okay, cool, I'm putting this little bit of money in, I'm getting this 25 grand back, okay? Here's my return on ad spend, here's my cost per acquisition. Then all of a sudden you get a very predictable predictable system that you put in X amount of money, you get X amount of money back in terms of sales being made into your business and clients for you to serve. And that is the most effective way for you to go to 20 to 30k per month. Now, I do have to say this isn't going to work out if you're just at the beginning stages, because in order for this to work, you need to have client wins, you need to have client results, okay? Because people buy where there's the highest likelihood of them achieving the goals that they got for themselves. So if you're just starting out and you don't have any client wins, testimonials, case studies, then this system is unlikely to work for you. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to make money, but I just wouldn't advise you to drive traffic and spend money on something that's not quite been validated yet. So what I would actually kind of suggest to you, and my advice to you would be, is to get your business to a 10k per month organically, simply by, again, having the right offers, but doing everything manually. So going out and creating those personal connections, going out and being able to, connect with, 30 people a day, having intentional quality conversations with the right group of people, then finding out what they're struggling with, what they're trying to move towards, what are their roadblocks, what are their oversights, where are their blind spots. And when you start to understand them on a deeper level, then you've got enough ammunition to say, hey, would you be interested in jumping on a call? We can have a little bit of a back and forth, and that, this is something that I could help you with. We can have that conversation. Just keep it super, super casual and don't trigger people's sales resistance. Instead, before you ask them to make a buying decision into you, give them enough information to help them to make a buying decision into you. So don't trigger people and make them feel like, if I jump on this call, this person's going to be hard selling me. Instead, get people on a call where it's in their interest. It's going to benefit them to come to the call, because then and only then will people start to, calm down. You won't be triggering, sales resistance or anything like that. And you can actually get more and more and more people to accept a call because they're coming in for a conversation around solving a specific problem that they've got, that you've got some solutions for. After that, and you've been able to present exactly how you would help them to achieve these goals that they have for themselves and overcome these challenges that they're stuck on, only then do you want to be asking for them to make a decision to buy into you. Okay, but if you ask too soon, or if you make them make a decision about, do I want to hire this person, prematurely, and before you've had enough time or adequate time to give them the relevant information that would help them make an informed decision, then you're going to be burning through people. You're going to be having a lot of conversations, but you're not going to be booking a lot of calls. And, that's going to make it sound, or feel rather, a little bit more tedious, a little bit more frustrating, and it's just not going to be an enjoyable experience. Okay. But if you can just be strategic with the conversations that you're having and, take your time and be present in the conversation, be an active listener, and really, delay gratification and make sure you've got enough information before you make a call proposal. And then when you get them on a call, make sure you extract more information so that you can personalize your presentation to them very, very clearly to them, so they get enough information. But you know what? If I was to hire this individual, I think, I've got a very high likelihood of achieving the things that I spoke about with him. Then you start booking 6 calls a week easily, organically, with just probably 2 hours a day of working on the business. So that's posting content, that's replying to comments, that's reaching out to new people, and that's progressing conversations in the DMs. So if you do that and you've got a 5k service and you book 5 calls a week, and again, if you only end up booking, closing rather one sale and you've got a 20% close rate, even if you do that, that's still 20k months being achieved there, all organically with just a couple hours a day. But what you'll get is the understanding of how to have the conversations with your prospects, how to build the relationships, and how to create the demand in your service. And once you've got that, then you can be like, cool, now if I start bringing some people into my world, I know what to do when they come into my world, so therefore I can monetize that. So instead of doing the outreach, instead you just switch it and you have the people coming to you. And that, by far, in a way, is the easiest way that you can scale your business to 30 to 50k per month, just by having 2 services and mixing and having a hybrid blend between the very best of, paid ads, and that's, just simply bringing people into your world and making them aware of you. And then it's utilizing the best organic processes and modalities for building real relationships and connections. And if you have those 2 things working simultaneously, you will make a shit ton of money. It will be done in a way that feels very easily and effortless, and it won't feel like you're hustling and grinding just to make your money or trying to force anything on anybody. It will just be in a flow state, and that then will get you 30 to 50k per month, and we've seen it time and time. And it's only going to really require you to work maybe 25, probably like 15 to 25 hours a week, having high profit margins. We're talking 75-80% profit margins, having a very lean operation in terms of like not needing too much personnel, and that will allow you to live a life without limits. And as my motto is, I want every person that follows this channel or consumes any content from me to go on to create a life without limits. That's having business freedom, that's having time freedom, it's having mental freedom, and it's having financial freedom. Making 30 to 50k per month and not having to work an awful lot of hours for it, or not having to force it, or hustle and grind or scratch and claw for it. That is a life without limits. And when you're making 30 to 50k per month, that opens up a certain standard of living that is enjoyable, to say the least. And you'll be making enough money to start making other investments into either the business or into assets, and that's where you can start your wealth creation journey. So if you want any help with that, anything that I've just said, drop me a message, reach out to me, because I've got, some resources and trainings that I can share with you that are going to show you specifically if you're just starting out or in the earlier stages and you want to get to, 5, 10, 15, 20k per month, all organically. Got a resource that'll help with that. And if you want to learn more about the system that I just told you about, getting a 30 to 50k per month with some low cost ads and some, digital assets being in place, again, reach out to me. I've got a training that breaks down that for as well. And my goal is to make entrepreneurship and growing a service-based business in a very fun, effortless way where you get to live life on your terms, where you don't have to make sacrifices or compromises. That's the goal of the channel. So I'm here to help you guys, so just make sure you reach out if you need me for anything.